Okay, hold on. I seem to be the last two talks, right? Okay, in this talk I will introduce a scheme into the, we call that OxOffice online, OxOOL. I talked about it a bit in yesterday's talk. And also Daniel gave a simple introduction to this. So in this, I will tell you that they develop a new scheme so that we can easily develop new features directly using the module into the online. So first, let's start to talk about this called OxOffice. It is a derivation of from earliest 2004. They start from 2004, so at that time it's a customization of OpenOffice.org. And then after 2010, the LibreOffice started, and so they started to customize from LibreOffice. So it is developed by this called OSSII, Open Source Software Institution. That's a Taiwanese company. And at that time, earliest to 2004 is mainly for solve the problems we found about Chinese. We say CJK, Chinese, Japanese, Korean, because the character in Eastern Asia is pretty different from the ASCII, or we say English or Latin language. It's pretty different. So we have many different problems we will face. So at first, this is mainly to solve CJK issues. Just like here, the main customized scenarios and the use case in Taiwan is about Chinese phones, encoding problem like that. And now 2023, now, besides Taiwanese government, I introduced that yesterday, we have national version of LibreOffice that's customized from the OSSII. And it also migrated into some very big commercial companies, like in our Hsinchu Science Park. Anyway, because they usually have some extra features need to integrate. And they are really suffered from the license problem from the Microsoft. Okay, so it is already migrated into some very big companies. Okay, this is OxOffice, and then now we talk about OxOffice Online. Originally, it is customized for LibreOffice Online. And then the development goal of this, again, is to propose solution for commercial marketing for Chinese environment. Okay, so integration work. So again, I say, now the main customers, besides Taiwanese government, the main customers are big companies that they have their own internal systems, the infrastructure systems, and they want to use something like private cloud. So Nextcloud, and for the editor option, as far as I know, some of the customers, they originally use OnlyOffice. But OnlyOffice really have some problem regarding Chinese, and it does not support ODF pretty well. So they come to OSII, so they have some big customers, and they want them to use the online solution integrated in their own internal system. So it is a collaborative editor for online solution. Okay, and they can be also used as an independent API service. So the last one is Moda ODF Web. That's what I talked yesterday. In our Taiwanese government, they also use national version of online solution. And the more.odf web is the editor part, and another called the ODF web, that is the next core part. So that's the total solution. Okay. So this is what I said. The code is open, or source is open on GitHub. And the current version, the latest version is customized from Congreso Online. They have this branch. Okay, so for maybe later, if you want to get my slides from the, you can go to the GitHub to check on the source code. So following that, one is for the ODF adoption in Taiwanese government, they have some features request. This is one example. Because yesterday I told you that our government asks all the units to start to convert their files to ODF. Also, there is another problem, because many government units, they have their own systems. They have their own servers. And they will generate reports. And the mostly solution they use is, as far as I remember, is called Crystal report. And it could usually generate like DOC or XLS file. And something is very annoying that they generate non-standard XLS file. Extension is XLS, but actually it's HTML. But you can open it in Excel. So when we are going to do the conversions, it's really very annoying. So they are thinking about another solution. That is, they develop a server hosting some API service. And I gave a talk in Boston 2019, also to introduce this. So they use this API server, and they now put some template file, ODF template file, like ODT file or ODS file, and they use the fields in it. So through the API service, they can call this API and send a JSON file. In the JSON file, it's just a key value. So they receive this code, and they will combine with the template to generate an ODT or ODS file. So that this way, they don't need to change their own system. They just need to add a system call when generating the reports, direct call this API server to generate that ODF file. So they don't need to really change that server to make that system to generate ODF file. So that's one, I think this is a very important solution especially for adopting ODF in Taiwan to solve the problem there. But so far, at that time, 2019, it is dedicated, it's an independent service. So this is one of the feature requests. Another is this. This is called preview. This is called preview. The preview is used for, just like what I said, they integrate, some big commercial companies ask them to integrate the solution into their internal system, and something like mail system, online mail system, web mail. So this preview is that if they have mails with attachment of ODF, with ODF file attachment, they can directly and give a review without opening LibreOffice or LibreOffice Online. So they can directly call it and give a review. And also, this is not very clear, but they can have the watermark on it. So this is also another feature request. But they found the problem is that the more new features comes, the more complicated it will be. Especially at that time, they need to customize from the core, the online core. So they had some experience that if the core changed, the feature may be broken. right? So they are starting to think about is there any way that we can develop new features but without touching the core. So that's what module comes. Okay. So now I will give a simple demo about how to really develop a module in OxOOL. We have a tool, the module maker, to generate an empty module, a template, and we just directly implement the features, and we can also generate DEB and RPM packages. So now I'm going to give a live demo. Okay. Here, I already prepared. Now, I use the virtual machine. Okay, I use a virtual machine, and we are running. We have an OxOOL instance running now, as for test. And then now I just need to give a command. This is the tool. Module make, can you see that clearly? Here. Okay? This is the tool, module maker, and give it some parameters. Okay. So we have some parameter to give. So now I just create an empty. So here is this one is the empty. It is a Git repository. Okay. So what I'm going to do is to implement do you know draw.io? This is their online service. This is now I'm showing the true online service. Okay, so I'm now integrate the front end of this tool into OxOOL module. So now I have created a Git repository, and we have this is draw.io, the code on GitHub. Okay, so we just take the front end code from there. It's here, so I just copy it. So it should be this. Okay, I just copy the code here. And in the C++ code, I just changed the handle request. Because originally the handle request is just return a HTTP OK, so I use it to as a simple base class. Okay, so that's all what I need to do. So now I'm going to configure and compile it. It doesn't take long. It's because it's very simple. Okay, command is done. So now, I just need to load this module into the online instance. That is, we have a shell, and just send the XML file to it. So it is load. So right now, I just need to call. Ta-da! This runs. That's it. You can see that I'm now calling from the online instance. It's module. And you can use that to draw anything like that. Of course, this is just front end. We also need something in back end. That would be a Nextcloud app to integrate the result SVG file into the ODF file. Yeah, but I'm just demo that to develop a module is just this simple. So I just need to do that. Okay, so that's the demo. Now, I introduce a bit modules they have already developed. This one, merge ODF, is this, what I just told you, the server-side solution for generate ODF reports. So original is an independent service, but then they develop it into a module. So using this module, you just give it an ODF template with fields in it, and then send a JSON file to the online instance. Then it will generate the ODF file that you want. And this table to SC is interesting because this is a request from our Ministry of Education. They have, I don't know why, but they have many probably statistics or something like that in table, in HTML table. And they want a feature to convert the HTML table into a spreadsheet. So they have this module for the request, convert HTML table into spreadsheet. Okay. This one is called preview. That's what I just told you. And I can give you you can see this is the main page of the OxOOL. Here is the overview, just like the page Daniel showed yesterday. But also here, this is a template. If we implement a template and tell it that you need to have an admin page, you need to have a control page in admin part, so then you can see it here. So preview is, let me see, preview is here. This is the preview service API, and we can give it a test. So here I just need to, for example, open some options and put something like this, and maybe try to make it clear. And then now I just send an audio file in here. Like, okay, this is the demo file I used yesterday. So they will generate a preview. It does not really call LibreOffice, it just generates a review. And then you can see that we have watermark here, right? You can put anything just like this. So that is the module that developer, and it is actually it is request from the customers, commercial company customers. So for now, it's a business version, but I have its code, yes. Okay, so it is mainly for integrate into their systems. Okay, so now I have already introduced a bit about the module, how we can simply develop it, and so what problem currently we have now. So actually, I don't know. No, I'm just kidding. Many problem is this, because now we have a few modules developed, but we also need, if you have any new feature that you would like to add into the online instance, online service, we probably need more samples, more people to join to develop more features. And actually, we can just do it without touching the core. So I think that's pretty important. So we also need more use case. So far, the use case is mainly in for probably a company or in our government. So I'm not sure because I don't have the number. So I'm not sure how many people online at the same time it can use. I'm not sure, but they absolutely need more use case to test its limitation to see what it can be improved. And this one is what I'm talking with them about dynamic loading module, because so far if you already have an instance running, and then you have a module to install in that system, you need to rerun the instance. But I told him that since you are developing module, probably the instance is not, you are not administrating that instance, probably administered by other people, so you may have no privilege to rerun that instance. But since you are using module, it should be that you just load the module in it, and you can run that. So they are now discussing about it, and maybe later version they can have something like dynamic loading. So we are also talking about right now the module can be developed in C++ or directly using HTML, just like what I showed you for the. Okay.
That was it.
Okay, thank you. Anything else? No? Okay.